The African hippo. Up to 3 tons of raw, charging power. Capturing this beast is the ultimate challenge. But Brady Barr's trying a new strategy.
Now this sounds dangerous.
One that could help wildlife experts catch and relocate this massive animal.
Safety's off. 1,
He'll bring it down with a net. He'll test the system on Florida gators and African warthogs.
He's got 1 tusk in it.
Working up to the big moment.
Come quicker, Harry, quicker. Oh, he's coming up, Go, go.
Getting his hands on a hippo. Biologist Brady Barr has a history with hippos.
Go. Man, my heart just stopped.
More than once, he's tried to get up close and personal with this massive beast.
This leg is stuck.
Careful.
And had to beat a retreat.
There he goes.
And he's not alone. In Africa, the hippo's said to be responsible for more deaths than any other mammal on the continent. The only way for scientists to get close is to use a powerful sedative. But dart a hippo, and the danger is he'll retreat to water and drown. So Brady's on a mission. He wants to catch a hippo using a net.
Either net launchers or net guns. You're gonna be able to subdue the animal quickly, incapacitate it before it gets to the water, and safely be able to capture it.
Brady's starting his quest not in Africa, but here in southern Florida. Because before he goes another round with a hippo, he wants to test the idea on a familiar adversary.
Oh, there's a gator right there, see it?
The gator. Like the hippo, the alligator is semi-aquatic and has a similar flight response. It escapes into water. So this experiment will give Brady a chance to see how a large animal responds to being netted on land.
Yeah, here's some water up here.
He's brought in the A-team.
Let's see if we see anything here.
So this would be a great place for a net launcher. Brian, we could put one here, right?
Netman Brian
Put one
Bedrosian.
here, maybe 2 here. And we put it right on the edge of the water.
How big is the mesh?
And gator trapper Lee Lightsey.
Yes.
You can catch a dog.
Brady's idea is to plant a remotely fired device that will shoot a net over the gators while they're out on land.
Now, you can't see them now because it's high noon and it's hot. But later this afternoon and tomorrow morning, these things are all going to be out basking in the sun to try to raise their body temperature because it gets cool at night. Too cold for gators.
He wants to set traps in a couple of different locations. So Lee heads out to find basking spots, while Brady test fires the weapon of choice, a net launcher.
Brian, maybe you can remind me. Let's go over how the net launcher works again, just so I'm sure what's going to happen. We use a remote control to fire the net. How far away can we be?
So about a half mile to a mile.
Yeah. That's great.
This is the launcher unit. This is the projectile that's going to fly out of the launcher. There's 3 of them that are attached to the front of the net. These will all fire simultaneously with these 22 blanks.
So it's the explosion. The powder explosion propels our weights up into the air, and the net is attached to the weights.
Exactly. So here's the trigger mechanism. It'll fire and release all these simultaneously to hit the firing pins. Then you take a couple of the blanks here, and 1 blank goes in each one of these units.
So these are 22 blanks. There's no bullet. It's just a powder charge.
Exactly. So there'll be a little pop.
When they hear that pop, they're going to go for the water. So we're going to have to find out if the net's quicker than the gators.
Exactly. All right, we got it all loaded up. I'm going to take the safety off, and we'll just get out of range.
Okay.
And remotely fire it.
Okay.
Great. Just hold this down, and then when you're ready, just flip that switch, and it'll go. Okay. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Wow, that looks great.
The net launcher is ready to go, and Lee's found gators.
These animals are concentrated in these little pockets and pools of water. I mean, look, 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 there's one right here. No, no, look, 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 right here. See him? See him in the middle there? I mean, this is a perfect basking site. I think we ought to put it right here. And then when these gators come out and bask.
We set the gun up somewhere over here.
Yeah, right over here, and we'll shoot it from water back over to land. Because, I mean, you can see the tail drags. I mean, they're basking way up here, like 15 feet from the water. This is a perfect spot for it.
Put that thing down and let's
it
get
down
out of
there.
here.
They'll leave the net launcher overnight so the gators get used to it. Then, when they come out for their morning bask, the crew will return and trigger the trap.
But Brady, this idea you've got, this is going to be off the chain. I mean, to catch 4 or 5 gators, you know,
Well,
one
4 or
gator a
5?
lot of times whoops you. Sometimes you have to call me. I've came in before and you've been in distress and helped you. So we're going to put 5 alligators in a net.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I'm hoping for 14 or 15 alligators in a net. I want the mother load. I think it's going to work. You wait and see. We're going to have them. We may not catch them all, but I think they'll all be under the net. It's going to be mass hysteria trying to grab these snapping gators and get them secured. I mean, this may be a crazy idea.
I got a feeling all we're going to do is tear stuff up.
We've done that before, and we're good at that. Let's get out of here. We don't want to disturb these animals.
Lee may be skeptical, but if it works on gators, net technology could ultimately be the key to safely capturing hippos.
In this day and age, in terms of big game capture, it's pretty much been figured out. You can drug the animal, just dart it, walk right up to it, whether it's a lion or a buffalo. But there are a couple animals which are still problems, these semi-aquatic beasts like the hippopotamus. Because if you do dart them, they run into the water and drown and you lose them.
Right.
So I really think this might work to capture them before they get to the water.
Right.
And I'm really excited to try these new techniques out because this really is the last frontier.
What happens if you shoot a hippo with a net and I'm not there with you?
Well, then we'll catch it twice as fast.
Brady wants to set the second trap in a location with bigger gators, and Lee's got just the place.
Oh, there's a gator right there. See it?
Yeah, he's a big one.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. See that big one with the stuff on his back?
This is where the big boys hang out.
You couldn't ask for a better basking site. Look, these are marks of all giant gators that have come up here and laid in the sun. Check, oh my gosh, check this out. This is a back foot. There's the back of the foot, and there's the tip of the toe. That thing is 3 of my hands long. So I think we fire one net this way, but then we have the other one fire it over this way so we have an overlap.
2 nets on the one gator.
Yes.
Brady wants to see how a gator will respond to being netted, whether it will trigger aggression, fear, or flight.
More than likely, he's just going to lunge in the water with the net. All we can hope for is to get just tangled up in it.
Look, that net's not going to stop him. But what I'm hoping is it's going to slow him down long enough for us to come in and get a rope around his neck or get him by the tail.
Yeah. Brady, how come I got stuck carrying all the heavy stuff?
I'm carrying the delicate gear.
It's getting dark. The team needs to rig this site and leave.
We don't want to be here after dark with these gators. This is ground zero right here. If they're here, they're ours. Both nets, boom, boom.
It's morning in the Florida swamp. Time to net a gator.
All right, the sun's up. The sun just peeked over the horizon. Those gators are cold. It was a long, cold night here in Central Florida. They're crawling up. They want to warm themselves in the sun. We need to make sure that there's a gator in the proper spot in our strike zone. You want to go take a peek? Or, well, ease up slowly.
If everything goes to plan, they'll have a monster gator just waiting to be netted. But nothing ever does.
They need to warm up. They want to come out. They definitely want to come out.
One gator comes out onto land.
One's coming out. See the eyes? Here it comes. See it? He's coming out. Yeah, he's coming. Oh, there he goes.
something spooks it.
I think they see them boxes.
I think they do too.
See that shiny stuff?
I think
on the
they do
boxes?
too.
They don't get that big by being stupid.
If these gators aren't falling for it, what are the chances it'll work on a hippo? But they're not done yet. Before it gets too hot, the team needs to check the second trap. And as soon as they hit the spot, they see they've struck gold.
Hey, we got gators. There's like 4 or 5. Grady. Oh, there's another one over here. We got 6, yeah. When you fire it, do you want me to get the big one? Fuck. We're gonna get them all. Don't you worry about that. They're in our target area. Looks good. I think we'll get all of them if they stay there. Okay. Don't get bitten. Do not get bitten. Let us off till you guys. Yeah. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go, 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 go! Woo-hoo! We got him!
The nets worked.
Watch it.
We got them all! Yeah, we got them all, man! I told you it would work. Look, I don't even think. Woo! Maybe he does know he's been captured.
We need to help.
Oh, man. That thing almost got me on the leg.
And an unexpected twist. Instead of trying to flee into the water, the gators seem stunned.
They're not acting like they're not going too far.
Well, you know, it's a cool day, which is in our favor. They did not want to go into the water. They want to stay out here in the sun and thermoregulate.
I think they're entangled. I don't think they can get away.
I don't think they can either. Man, look at that. I thought it'd take us all day, and I thought they'd tear the net up.
And you tell me if that one's coming.
He's coming.
Coming my way.
Watch him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, these gators are about 6 or 7 feet long, but if these things got a hold of
I
you,
got this one.
man, you would not get it off your arm. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It just wants you to put something in there. What's that one over there? Whoa.
The gators respond to the humans, but not the net itself.
Can you grab him by the tail?
Oh, he's watching you.
I know.
He wants you bad. He knows you're the Brady Bar, the crocodilian catcher.
This is the result Brady was hoping for. A simple net has immobilized the gators on land, making capture less dangerous for both man and animal.
That's great. Success. Man, that's the first time that's ever been done. We just made history in the croc catching world. Caught multiple gators with a net launcher. That is awesome. Whoa!
Brady's demonstrated you can catch a gator with a net. But now, he's got to apply this technique to a hippo. A massive, aggressive beast that moves fast on land. If Brady wants to net a hippo, he'll have to learn to run and gun. Hippos were once widespread throughout sub-Saharan Africa. But decades of habitat loss and poaching have wiped out healthy populations in key areas. Brady's traveling to Lawande National Park in Malawi to team up with 2 experts in the field of transporting big game, Dr. Andre Ice and Kester Vickery.
There's some more crocs there. There's a bunch of crocs there on the left.
Their mission, relocate hippos into areas where they've been hunted out of existence. But first, they have to catch them. And a net could be the answer. But instead of a launcher,
So I'll show you on the net gun. Here's the net gun.
they'll use a gun.
Wow, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's really
heavy.
Yeah. So you open the chamber.
Right.
You stick a blank charge. It fires exactly like a rifle would fire, except it hasn't got a bullet. But the pressure that's used to normally push a bullet through the barrel is forced out of the chamber and into these 4 barrels.
So a weight goes in each one of these barrels. The explosion, the force of the explosion goes up the barrel, propelling the weights out like bullets. And since
Absolutely.
these are at various angles, that's what opens the net.
And it opens and deploys the net as it opens up.
And you hold it in this
The
fashion.
reason the team needs to use a
Okay. Is that
gun
in the end?
is that they can't just walk up to a 2-ton hippo. They'll have to deploy the net from a helicopter.
Just
So this is the bucket. This is
That's
what
a bucket.
goes.
It's a fiberglass bucket. Obviously, weight is a problem, you know. So
Yeah.
it's fiberglass for a reason, but it's got to be quite robust, you know.
So imagine packing the net. It's probably like packing a parachute. It's the key to the whole operation.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can't wind it up. It's got to be flat.
So you just kind of fold it over itself. Then at the end,
It takes an expert to shoot a moving hippo out of a chopper. So the team decides to try out the device on a smaller animal, the warthog. First, a little target practice.
All right. It's
Okay, now it's
hot.
good to go.
It's
Yes,
hot.
it's good to go. Safety's off. Okay, we're gonna say that stick, and I've placed a small camera on the ground, that's gonna be the warthog. I'm gonna approach it like this, and then it's like this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And fire it when I come up with my hand.
Yes.
All right, you guys got me nervous on this. And it's gonna kick a lot, right?
It's going to kick quite a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Count of three.
Kicks like a horse.
Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3.
Good one.
Kind of overshot it.
No, that was actually
Man,
that's right.
When the warthog hears the noise, it's gonna instinctively run away and run into my net.
Absolutely. So you want to
Okay.
try and be up and over the pig.
Uh-huh.
But what do you think of the kick?
Yeah, it kicks. It kicks like a mule. That's all right. Yeah, I can do that. All right, let's reload this baby. I'm ready to go after a warthog. All right.
The warthog. The teams picked this feisty wild pig because in some ways, it's a mini hippo. Short legs, stocky, compact torso, and a front end armed to the teeth.
We have warthogs running around here over my shoulder. A group of warthogs is called a sounder. I always like that term. But we'll find a group of warthogs and try to isolate one and see if we can capture it.
But it won't be easy. Like the hippo, they're fast, clocking up to 30 miles per hour on land, as Brady quickly finds out.
I just can't move quickly. I mean, this gun probably weighs, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds. I can't run after him with this. It's too dangerous. We're gonna have to sneak up on one.
First try, a miss.
That one hurt.
And the second,
Oh, it hit the grass.
and third. But Brady's got the technique down. And finally,
We got him, we got him! Oh, he's got one tusk in it. Whoa! He's got our net! Warthog ran off with the net. The last I saw him, he went over the horizon, caught on one tusk. Still going. I've run 300 meters. John's got the net. Thank goodness we didn't lose the net. But was it a pretty good shot? Did it go over him?
Yeah, he just had it to one tusk.
I think it was a good shot. I think just a bit unlucky.
And
Yeah.
it shouldn't.
Where's the pig?
Hey,
Where's the pig?
he's about 4K that way.
Well, we got the net. That's the important part. Some
the Warthogs have won this round. But late afternoon, the team gets a call. A report of warthogs harassing a local camp. The team mobilizes to put their net gun into action. A warthog in the camp is no joke. Behind this comical face is a battering ram armed with tusks. No job for a beginner.
Man, the net gun has literally brought me to my knees every time I fired it, and I haven't been real successful. So I'm turning it over to the expert. Andre, it's all on your shoulders now.
I hope I have more luck than you.
Let's head up here closer to the camp. We've gotten reports that there's some pigs milling around some of these buildings. With a little luck and an expert on the gun, we may get a warthog. Here, why don't you lead the way? This is very close to the camp, very close to the camp. We have a building right here, and we got 2 pigs.
I've been told that these pigs like to hang out around the camp because they know they're safe from lions, which is their big predator.
Great for warthogs, not so good for people. A cornered warthog can be highly aggressive. The team needs to immobilize this pig fast. The perfect test for the net gun.
This is it. Andre's gonna take the shot.
Did you get him?
We've got to pull this net. Just pull the net. That's what we. There we go.
There we go.
Grab his back legs. Grab his back legs, Brady.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Okay, yeah. Just lift his other back leg.
Pig down.
Lift his other leg.
This one's caught in the net.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just undo the net here. We can have some sort of.
Okay, I've got him. Woo! It worked. We caught a warthog with a net gun. Great shot, man. Look at those tusks. That is one dangerous looking animal. Woo!
For the team to use this method on a hippo, they'll have to sedate the animal as soon as it's netted.
Just hold it.
Remember, he's strong there, but
Yeah, man, he is strong. I can't imagine a hippo. Hippo's gonna be a lot stronger than this.
I wonder if you with your other hand.
This thing probably weighs what? 60, 70 kilos? Maybe 100, 120, 150 pounds, but it's all you can do to hold on to it. I can't imagine what a 2,000 or 3,000 pound hippo is gonna be like.
Next step, escort the intruder off the premises. But first, they'll have to disarm him.
So Andre, tell me what you're doing. You're securing the business end,
securing
right?
the sharp end. So
Those tusks are outside the mouth.
outside the mouth, and you must remember that he can move his head extremely quickly.
And those things are razor sharp.
Absolutely.
These guys are called warthogs because of these thick pads found on their face. These things that look like giant warts. Give them this ugly looking appearance. Whoa. Man, that is a handful. Whoa. What's the tusks? You want me to get the legs?
We need the legs, guys.
I got the rope. I've got the rope.
The net.
I got the rope. As I was saying, those things are razor sharp. If they're anything like feral hogs in the States, which I've had a little experience with, those tusks are just like box cutters. I mean, they will cut you to the bone. The tusks oppose each other, the upper and the lower, which continually sharpens them. It's just like sharpening a pocket knife on a whetstone. And they may not look sharp, but I can tell you firsthand, razor sharp.
Okay, let's go now, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Trussed up and secured, this pig is ready for transport. The team drives the warthog a safe distance from camp and humans.
Whoa.
Okay, all right, let's stop there, go.
The net gun has worked,
You got it? You sure?
but it's also shown them just how dangerous it'll be to handle a hippo.
The vehicle as possible.
So what do you guys think after this little experiment? You think we're going to be able to subdue a hippo in a net?
It's gonna be
He laughs. That probably says it all right there. I don't like the sound of that.
Just let me get this off here.
Hey, now in your experience, when you release these things, do they look for a little payback?
Sometimes, if they feel cornered, they'll definitely go for you.
We don't want to lose a man on the warthog, as I think for the hippo, we're going to need every man we got.
Okay, now the important thing is its back legs, eh? That's all right, so I'm going to move back now.
Are you going to get on the vehicle?
Okay. We need to loosen the rope now.
Be careful. You want the stick? Do you need the stick?
No.
So you're not going to release those legs till Andre gets on the vehicle.
Yeah, okay, drop the rope.
Man,
Drop the...
it's still caught.
Okay.
Where's that stick?
Okay,
Careful,
pull it.
man. Careful! That thing is so lightning fast. Yeah.
Okay, Andre,
Okay, he's free.
All right, you go.
Hey, now, can this thing jump up in here?
Yes, let's run. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa!
There you go. That's a successful
You
release.
were there, man. Oh,
You got some speed even after.
unbelievable. Look, I thought by catching the warthog, it was going to give us confidence, at least give me confidence that we'd be able to tackle a hippo. I'm not very confident. That thing took every bit of grit and muscle we had, and it was so fast. There at the end, it swung its head. It almost got you.
Unbelievably quick, huh?
I think the big difference is going to be, as you pointed out,
we're gonna drug the hippo.
Absolutely. I mean,
There's no way we could tackle a hippo without drugging it, right?
no, I mean, you can't, it's just too strong to handle. I mean, the idea is to immobilize it in the net just so that it can't get back into the water.
Let's head back to camp. Let's sit down and formulate a really good plan before we tackle the hippo.
Absolutely.
That was great, though. Man, exciting. I guarantee you I couldn't hold a hippo by the legs.
It's day 2 of the experiment. The crew is about to try their first ever capture of an adult hippo using the net gun technique. Like the gator, the hippo leaves the river at certain times of the day, in this case, to feed. It ranges up to 6 miles away to graze on grass. That's when the team will make their move, while the hippo's away from water. But it won't be easy. Step 1, pilot Barney O'Hara needs to position the helicopter over the animal so Andre can take a shot with the net gun. A highly dangerous maneuver.
I have to get the helicopter into a position where it's slightly banked so that the skid's out the way, but not banked so much that the weight's going to hit the rotor.
Step 2, when the hippo's netted, Andre will follow up with a tranquilizer dart, a new drug combination designed to subdue the animal but not knock it out. So if the hippo does make it back to the water, it won't drown. Finally, Brady and the ground team move in to secure the hippo.
Yeah. When we arrive, what will we do? Do we run up to the hippo, or do we stay back until the hippo's out?
I'll let you know when you can come in.
Okay.
Obviously, there's always a risk, even though the immobilization drugs take at least 10 minutes to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
And we certainly don't want people running in from all directions when the thing's not properly immobilized.
Is it safe to say this is a dangerous animal?
It's a bloody dangerous animal.
So I guess that says it all right there. All right.
Ready or not, it's go time.
I'm very happy I'm not in the helicopter. But we're going to be on the ground up close and personal with an animal which is my demon, the thing I'm most afraid of.
We're going to be on the business end of the hippo.
Yeah, big angry hippo.
This won't be the first time Brady's tried to get close to a hippo. In an earlier project, he risked life and limb to measure the bite force of a captive male. And the experience left him in awe of this powerful animal.
And we're talking about an animal which can weigh 3 to 4 tons, can run like the wind, and has a bad attitude, and that all adds up to potential trouble. Many people are killed each year by hippos.
I think more than any other animal in Africa, if I've got it right.
Yeah, that's what you hear.
This is a high-stakes operation for Kester and his team. Their ultimate goal is to reintroduce the hippo to parts of Africa where it's been hunted out of existence. But for that, they'll need a safe and effective capture method.
With hippos, basically the last large land mammal that hasn't been cracked. There's passive ways of moving them, but there's not an efficient way to actively catch them.
So if the new net gun technique works, it could revolutionize hippo capture. Meanwhile, Barney makes a sweep of the area, looking for an adult hippo on open ground, not too close to the water. And he finds one, an adult, about 2 tons.
Okay, Kester, I've got a hippo here.
Hippo! There it is.
Okay, tell us when we can come in. So we're going to carry on the road. We can hear you, but we can't see you. So you'll need to guide us in first.
Just keep heading north.
Okay, we're coming.
So
Harry,
now
you
we've got to find his location.
Carry on, Harry. Thanks, man.
All right, the helicopter, Barney's hovering over the hippo, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. He's got a hippo there. He's just been pushing it to the helicopter, trying to get it in a big enough space to be able to use the net gun.
The hippo's away from the water.
Oh, yes, we're looking good. We're looking good. He's going to do it.
But it outsmarts them.
say the hippo was too clever? It ran under the trees?
Ran in a bunch of big trees, so to fire the net was impossible.
Barney spots a group of hippos in the river and decides to try a new strategy. Herd them away from the water.
There's a bunch of hippos up here, but they're still in the water. Looks like a swampy area, like a wetland. Yeah, I see it.
He manages to isolate one.
I've got one. He's moving away from the water. Come quicker, come quicker.
What does that mean? It's getting out?
We're coming.
Oh, careful. Hang on.
Let's go a little bit, Harry. Go 50 yards and stop.
But this one also escapes.
Lost him. Repeat, lost him. He's gone under.
Okay, they're gonna look for another one because they could stay down for ages.
They've given up on this hippo. It's submerged. These guys can hold their breath for a long time, 30 minutes. Come up, take a quick breath, and go right back down. We need a hippo on land. One in the water is not going to do us any good. So the chopper's off looking for another hippo. That's a shame.
The day is warming up. They're running out of time. Soon, all the hippos will be cooling off in the water, and netting will be impossible. But then,
Okay, get loaded up again. There's some behind you. You see him?
Oh, it's out of the water. It's perfect. Look at that. Look at that.
the ideal opportunity. Barney carefully angles the chopper so the net won't catch on the skids or the rotors. Andre has a clear shot.
Yeah, we got it! We got it! Go, go, go! Go, he's down! He's down!
Brady and the team have to get to the hippo as fast as they can to be there when Andre darts it. Like the gators, the hippo seems stunned by the net.
Oh, the hippo's staggering. Oh,
But now the ground crew hits a problem.
look at this stuff.
Gonna get stuck here. Go.
Team down.
Guys, we're gonna have to get off and push. Let's hope everyone get off. Everyone get off. Are the wheels in lock?
We're stuck. We tried to get to the hippo and we're stuck in the mud.
It's a bitter frustration. Their first ever attempt to net a hippo has worked. The animal is confused and immobilized, but the ground crew can't get to him. Andre doesn't want to dart the hippo until they're in place, but if he doesn't do it soon, it will almost certainly get out of the net.
Now we're in a real dilemma. We got a hippo with a net on it. We got the vehicle stuck in the mud and we're exposed out here.
Andre decides to go ahead and dart the hippo. But as soon as he does, it slips out of the net. Now they'll have to follow the animal and wait for the sedative to kick in.
The hippo's been darted. It's out of the net though.
Okay, stand on the back, sir. Guys, stand on the back.
Okay, we're free. We're free.
They finally get the truck out of the mud.
We're following.
The drugs should take about 10 minutes to act. But the hippo is still on its feet, and Andre sees the problem.
Guys, the dart hasn't gone off. Repeat, the dart hasn't gone off.
The dart hasn't released the sedative. Andre decides to use a second dose. But now the hippo's reached the water.
He's gone into the water. He's in the water.
Already bring the rifle, okay? Okay, let's get off. Let's get off.
Okay, we're at the spot. We're at the spot.
Let's go, guys.
It's the worst case scenario, but a true test of the new drug combo. In theory, it subdues the animal without shutting down its breathing reflex. If it doesn't work, this hippo could drown. It is working. The hippo's breathing normally and in no immediate danger. The same can't be said for the crew. It's not just the angry, unrestrained hippo they have to worry about. These waters are filled with crocodiles.
There was one monster crocodile in this alley here, so it did go out. Just be careful of other crocs. A monster. Yeah, let's come around and we try and dance a rope on him. I can see both darts here. We must just be very aware that he doesn't come barging out the water to this side. Just want to get Harry in a position with a gun.
Despite being darted twice, the hippo is still a real threat.
Oh, just be careful, he's still awake, huh? Careful, come.
Oh, he's coming up, he's coming up. Go, 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 go.
Going back the other way,
No, no, yeah, he's going the other way, he's going the other way.
Come, let's keep an eye on him.
Now, man, we have got a really spooky situation. We have got a very large, dangerous animal just somewhere in these woods. We have pockets of water, pockets of thick brush. We don't know where it's at, but we got to find it.
You shouldn't have taken your eyes off him. Was he biting?
We found him.
Negative.
I think, yeah, there's bush in front of me, yeah, if that makes any sense. I think here's where he is.
Came out right in here somewhere. This is where it was coming after us. It was right in here. We brought one of the local guys. He's a tracker. He's going to try to pick up its spoor and see if we can follow it. Here? It's going this way? All right, he's picked up the spoor. Where is it? Right here? Going this way?
Or we actually need to wait and follow the spoor.
Andre was adamant about us going with the tracker.
Look out for elephants, eh? Because this forest has always got elephants in it. They like this place, eh?
The crew can't abandon the animal without making sure it's safe.
So it could be close.
He's got a tracker side.
Christopher's got it. He's on it.
But that puts them in a highly dangerous position.
There's the hippo. I see it. I see it.
Up close and personal with an angry hippo.
Christopher, you're the man. You got it, man. That's good. We got the hippo.
The team has finally tracked down the hippo.
I can't pop a rope around his back legs. Let me just go there so I can get to the rope. Let's try and put a rope around his back legs.
So he's looking at us.
He'll go down again on his own and he'll start sleeping deeply again. Let's just stay on him. Guys, have you got all the ropes?
So what's going on? The first dart didn't go off at all. Only the second dart's gone off. But I must say, this is the highest dose I've ever given the hippo. We obviously have to go much higher on these bigger bulls. That's a big animal. He's a big bull, though. This is a big adult bull, so we'll have to go a lot higher in the future.
So once we get it blindfolded, we can have you actually have the animal standing up?
Absolutely, and then we can get a rope over his mouth so that he's safe.
He's going down.
So let's go and do our thing.
The moment of truth. The crew could be walking up to 2 tons of unrestrained hippo fury. There's only one way to find out.
Do me a favor. Yeah. Come and touch him and see how he responds to touch. Okay. Okay. It's good for you to do it. You ready?
And finally, Brady gets his hands on a hippo.
Look how nicely he's sleeping. This is exactly like the other one is doing. He's really nicely out.
Nicely out.
What I found with the previous ones that I've done,
I always try and approach them from the rear first and make sure that they're not too responsive to touch. However, when you go around the front, I can pretty much assure you he's going to respond. Okay. But the fact
now
that
they
he's not
need to
responding
approach
in the
the
back,
business end and get a blindfold over the animal's eyes.
So he might come with his mouth open, but he's not going to bite hard and he's not going to be fast moving. So what I think you should do is you grab that side, I'll grab this side. We're going to sneak over.
Can they swing around like a croc?
They can, but not. He's going to be slow.
What do you mean? Don't let him see me.
Are his eyes open? Yep.
If the hippo suddenly comes to, there's a good chance he'll attack.
My eye's covered. Yes, it's covered.
Okay, remember, we're not 100% safe yet. Because of the drug combination, they still remain responsive to a large amount of stimuli.
That's some good shooting. One dart in each buttocks. That is great. You know what? For my entire career, I've worked around these animals. Since I work on crocs, I've never seen one up close and personal like this. I mean, these guys are just like phantoms of the night. I just get glimpses of them as they attack the boat over the years. Never touched one, never seen one this close.
See how greasy it is, eh?
It's incredible. It's an awesome animal. We have some rethinking in the net design, I think.
Oh man, I really thought he was in. And I mean, that's why we put the dart in. He was caught in the net, and that was it. I can't believe he got out.
It's an incredibly powerful animal.
A winning result. The animal is passive and quiet. At this point, a team could restrain the hippo, give it medical care, or load it onto a vehicle for transportation.
Andre, do you know what we can do? Let's get a rope over his mouth. And look at these wounds, how they've healed up. It's obviously been in a fight.
The secretions that come out of the skin have an antibiotic quality and also a sunscreen. Protect the animal from UV radiation and also prevent it from getting infected.
And now Brady gets to do something that few have ever done.
Oh, look at that. Look at that tusk. That is a huge tusk.
There's one more thing Andre wants to try.
Brady, what we're gonna do now? You're gonna lift up that side of the head. I'm gonna lift up this side of the head.
Okay, all right.
Moving the dead weight of a heavily drugged hippo requires a lot of manpower.
In fact, what I think you can do, stick a finger in the nostril.
Are you kidding?
But with this lighter drug, there's a chance they can get a sedated hippo up and walking,
1, 2, 3, 4. That is a heavy head.
which would make moving a captured animal much easier.
Is it under?
Yeah, it's under. That's perfect. That's exactly where we want it. The whole length of the rope.
Must go at least 2 meters down the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, because in 2 feet it's gonna be on top of you.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's give it a bash, guys.
That thing comes.
Come on the shoulder here and just seep like we normally do runners, and I will stand here.
And this is so exciting because this stuff's never been done before. But that's what makes it so dangerous, because we're not sure what's going to happen.
I'm gonna move back till we move around.
Andre uses a controlled electric shock to help mobilize the animal.
Hey, and it's important to note that this isn't hurting the animal, it's just stimulating the muscles.
Absolutely.
Oh, the rope's free.
Right, the rope's
Whoa, the eyes are free too. The eyes are free.
Shh, quiet. Bring the brake rope, Harry.
Get away from the front. Just keep quiet. Get away from the front.
Okay, you're gonna reverse him now, Andre.
Everyone get away and keep quiet.
Move away quietly.
They'll walk.
Hey?
They'll walk.
Okay, that's quite away. Get your. Whoa.
Just be careful. Just, Kester, follow him. You'll go down again. Follow him.
Shh, go slowly, guys.
Follow him.
It's worked. In theory, the team could simply walk a subdued animal into a truck for transport. A huge advantage if you're trying to relocate large numbers of hippos.
Watch out, he's turning.
Get a rope on the leg, Kester.
But the team has taken enough chances today.
Because then he's going to run again. I can get half the antidote in before that happens.
It's time to revive this hippo. Andre will use a stimulant to counteract the sedatives.
So that's going to bring it back.
Absolutely, eh?
Just be wary. You could wake up at any time now.
Okay, guys, we just need to look sharp now, eh?
Time to make a run for it.
Okay, just be careful. That no trick zone is working. Get away, everyone. Get away, everyone.
Ropes where? Get the ropes.
Where's Eric? Okay.
Collect our stuff.
Okay, he's awake.
Okay,
He's awake now. Very, very dangerous.
Harry,
Man, he almost got somebody. We got to go. He's awake. He's awake.
Guys, let's pick up all our stuff.
The team has safely captured a hippo.
Okay, look, we've shown that nut gunning for hippos is possible. It actually slowed them down long enough for Andre to dart it
We got our hands on the animal. We determined that you can get it on its feet and probably walk it out of here.
They've proved that the combination of net gun and drugs can work.
We've learned a great deal about capturing hippos, one of the last true giant animals which capture hasn't been completely figured out, the real last frontier. And you guys are well on your way to being able to capture a large number of these things and safely move them from point A to point B.
I mean, if you think of what we've done in the last couple of days, we've had one immobilized after netting in the water, drugged, maintaining its breathing reflex, which is awesome.
For Andre and Kester, it means a way to reintroduce these remarkable animals to parts of the continent where they've been wiped out.
Awesome. This has been fantastic.
And for Brady, it's been the experience of a lifetime.
Just for me to get my hands on a wild hippo and live to tell about it, man, that's a dream come true.
Well, not many people get that.
And you know what? I'm going to back off, so I'm sure that I'm going to live to tell about it.